All right, time to start planning out my hospital. I guess we can do it here on our new whiteboards. We can do it right up here in the corner. Where's my marker? Who took my marker? It was you, wasn't it? Give it. Give me my marker. Ah, I knew it. All right, there we go. I think that's just the basic plan of where it's going to be. The X's resemble other building grounds, possibly. That's the concrete factory. It's called Crete Co, if you didn't know. I still got to build the office in there and put someone in there. And then those weird stacked buildings, I call them stacker buildings because they just look like stacked buildings. Here's the road. I'm an artist, I know. But yeah, the hospital is, I guess, just going to be right here. I need to remember to buy glass. Remember, Dallas. Concrete factory, stacker buildings, hospital right there. Okay, I gotta get some stone. Alrighty, so one small challenge I'd never really share with you guys is the actual city planning itself when it comes to roads and layout. When you do a drop off, such as like right here, this is a completely different change in elevation, and as you can see, we're about to approach that same situation. This is down 3 blocks. And I didn't really intend for this to happen, but it just happened. So you find ways to work with it and eventually makes it a little bit unique in its own way. So I think I'm gonna have this road come this way, and then it's gonna turn and go that way. And for some reason, I'm picturing a hospital right on the corner. I just like it for some reason, so I'm gonna do it. And along this road is going to be just a 3-block tall high separating the road from down here, which is gonna be more of like a construction-y area involved with the crate moving process through the canal. I have a hole here because I have a bunch of chests. Also got to figure out how, if you can see, I have a dark wall here, but on this side, I have a light wall. As you can see, it curves and eventually will come together, so that's another challenge. I got to find a way to merge them 2 walls. I don't even know why I'm showing you this. This is just a problem I'm having. I don't even know if you care about this stuff. I'll try to find a way to fix it. One thing that sucks about all this space down below is all the foxes spawn down there, so they don't spawn up here really. And I wanted them to run all throughout my city, but they're all down here. All right, I have been building quite a bit. I need to update you guys on it because if I don't, I'll build the whole thing. Just need to get some blocks here. I also need, where is it? 9 of that and 9 of that. All right. So this is going to be rather a smaller hospital, I guess, but it's not going to have that many rooms. It's just going to have a research level. I'm also going to have like a high production area to make tons of health potions, and then of course I'm going to have a floor for like surgery and stuff. But as you can tell, I'm going for a very run-down look. Remember, that's the vibe of the city. This is a dystopian, kind of cyberpunkish city. Not too much on the cyberpunk side, more dystopian. So as you can see, I'm going for a lot of gray tones again. I love the details I'm packing into this. I just can't get over texturing. It's like my new favorite thing to do. And yes, I know it's very gray right now. The top layer above this is actually gonna be, I think I'm gonna use bone block. It's gonna be very white. Now, as you can see here, I do have a sign that says emergency. And I think this will stick out quite a bit now that I did that. Oh, that's fantastic. Ooh, and on this building too, just like that has a big glowing sign, eventually on the top somewhere, I want to have a big glowing sign as well, so I'm gonna have to design something medical related. I just picture it like right up there. I just want things glowing high up, all in these buildings. But as you can see, I'm designing this one around as if there is usually like an ambulance that would come through here. But this is mainly gonna be a drop-off point for people that are hurt. Okay, ooh, look at it glowing at night. That's awesome. Oh, by the way, I didn't really show you the road. I just have it curving around this way, and I eventually am going to make a wall right here, make some staircases for ease of access. Oh crap, these city builds, I tell you what, they take time. Like all these empty spaces right here, I know ideas are running through your head. You guys leave comments all the time, and eventually I'll run through and add all those details. But like I said, this is a lot of work for just one little slime. I'm doing my best. So, time to give you a brief update on the build. Like this right here, this took probably 4 hours. Not gonna lie to you. This is why I don't record this process I literally place blocks, step back, and just think. There's literally nothing to record. I mean, I could record probably placing the blocks, but there's no guarantee that that block will stay there. It's all just a work in progress. But I think this is starting to look cool. I'm, as you can see, starting to get into the white section. This is where more of the science related stuff is going to be. I think down here is going to be offices, reception, and then maybe a lab like right in here. But up here where these big windows are, I think I want that to either be like a conservatory of some sort where we're growing flowers that are used for medicines, or it could be the potion lab, or it can be the surgery room. But yeah, I'm just trying to fit in texture wherever I can, even on the bottom of this. I just think it adds so much detail when you walk under here and look up, for example. Okay, a little more of an update. I don't know what I showed last, but I'm going to try to update you as much as I can. I decided to do this sort of bay window design all along this side, which I think will look really nice. This side, what I do over here. Okay, here's a good example of how powerful texturing is. So I do have these 3D bits sticking out, but all of this right here is all square. It's just these little things like walls. Right here, I got slabs and stairs, and just a little bit of texturing shows how much it can make it look 3D without being 3D. Like, I'm still gonna run through here and add in maybe like pipes coming down, and I gotta run through all the bone block and add that cool effect of rust. Outer shell is finally complete. I was struggling forever on this top bit because I was coming up with all kinds of different shapes and sizes, and they all just kept taking away from the building. Like, you would focus on that too much, and I just wanted to look like a normal, almost like boring looking industrial building. So I just made another square stack up there. From this side too, from all angles, it just looks like a corporate, well, medical building in my opinion. Somewhere I'm gonna try to fit in a big red cross, but as of right now, I want to mess with the insides because we have a lot of space in here. As you can see, I'm trying to plan out some floors. I mean, on the inside, I think this is gonna look fantastic, whatever this room is going to be. Like, even those windows up there, I'm imagining growing some plants against those windows. Oh, this is the hard part. You could build the coolest exterior, but the inside is always so difficult. It's a rainy day out. I have been struggling so hard with trying to design this interior. Not necessarily the layout, but how it's going to be styled. The style I'm going for is very hard to explain and very hard to build, but it's more like, as you know, this is a dystopian, somewhat cyberpunkish city, so I'm trying to go for like a lo-fi rather than sci-fi scientific look. Yes, it's kind of inspired by Starfield's look in their like spaceships. Can't wait for that game if you didn't know. I'm telling you, I've watched that 45-minute gameplay 20 times now. Not even kidding. But as you can see here, up here, this is going to be one of the main floors. This isn't going to be traditionally designed around an actual hospital, but I am going to have it walk in here, have a receptionist, and a place where you can sit and be walked up if you need to be treated for something. But again, it's just going to be more for me. It's going to be like labs and maybe a surgery room. But this is going to be a giant lab within itself. I can't wait to test this out in RTX and see the God rays come through these windows. And see, some areas like this, I didn't even plan for these to be here, but that's just the way the exterior ended up being. I'm actually going to use cyan for these windows. And now we have just some extra windows right there that add a little variety. But up here is the floor I'm looking forward to most. And then, oh gosh, so much more to do. Okay, I got some floors laid out. This has actually been taking a while, but I'm happy the way they look. I just want to see, ooh, does this look pretty good in RTX? Yeah, I just want to see what it looks like on the inside with all that blue glass. I think it's going to be a bit extreme, but I guess we'll find out. I'm still working down here, so you can clearly tell. But yeah, last you've seen, oh, it actually doesn't look bad at all. Wait a minute, there's not even a blue tint. What? I thought colored glass gives off, is there a bug or something? Because this is supposed to be blue, am I right? Oh wait, it is, look. Okay, so there's natural light right there coming through a little hole right there. Oh, so it makes it like white light. I like that. Look at this room. This is gonna be such a good looking room. But anyway, this staircase I'm having a lot of issues with. I haven't played on RTX in a bit. I'm just kind of, I still drool over RTX. I don't know if I like this here, but it leads up to this room right here. This one's pretty bright too. This is using white terracotta for the floor. So this is gonna be a room within itself. Oh, the outside looks so cool through this glass. But then it leads over this way. This leads down into this giant room. I'm using light blue terracotta down here. This is gonna be kind of nice. And then I think I'm gonna have a staircase that goes up this way, and this is going to lead into my like long hallway of a conservatory. So I'm gonna expand it 2 blocks over this way, and then down the middle here, we're gonna be growing some certain crops that look like we are using and harvesting for certain medicines here. And then I believe up here, I'm just gonna have like an office section for the person who runs this place. I'm enjoying this build so much. Look at all we've got done. And I mean, I've got to be honest. Well, look at that. I've taken a huge step in how much I get done in each episode, and I'm proud of myself. Okay, I'm really liking this in RTX. Look at the light it gives off. Still got to make a ceiling in here. Lots to be done. Huh. Oh, it kind of disappears. I didn't notice. I can see the sniffers in the reflection of this copper block. That's cool. I didn't know you can see entities through the reflections. I'm getting very distracted. What am I even doing here? That's pretty cool. I'm still getting distracted. Don't mind me. Oh, it's so bright up here. Jesus, I actually had to squint my eyes. Did I blind you? I mean, you are looking at the sun. Many hours later, I'm checking it out in RTX again. I haven't been building in RTX, but yeah, I'm still trying to decide what to do down here, but I've been spending a lot of, well, the past like 30 minutes, I've been trying to place these vertical trapdoors, which has been a challenge, especially in like turning areas like this, because you have to go through the process of powering a trapdoor without powering the one next to it, and then pushing it in these different angles. It's been tough. I can't really get these right here. I mean, I could, but I'd have to tear down all these walls. It's not really worth it. Oh, it looks way more blue in here now, doesn't it? I guess it does make it blue. But yeah, that is this floor completely done. Then up here, this one is, oh man. It's a bit of a different effect on RTX. I should probably be showing you this without it, but this floor is done. I still gotta find out a way to put lighting in here too. Got safety rails there. And then this room is done as well. As you can see, I do have some skylights. I gotta put some glass up there. I think I'm just gonna put some normal glass because I like that normal light coming down, shining on this. I don't like that there. Go away. Yeah, but then right here, we got a little closet. But then, yeah, as you can see the staircase, this goes up to this long hallway I was talking about. Oh, I like this. I might put plants in here, or I could put like a long, no, it's too small for a table. Got a lookout point right here. This took so many, I had to go to the nether so much for all this quartz, and to keep going to the skeleton farm to get all these bone blocks, and then this leads up here. Yeah, this isn't done. I think this is just gonna be the boss's office or the main doctor, whoever that's gonna be, but they're not gonna be down here. I gotta start figuring out, I love how big this room is. I gotta figure out where I want a surgical room to be, if I even want that in here. Originally, I was planning it to be this room, but we have these other rooms. I went out to my map area and I made some new whiteboards. Got somewhat of some lights going on in here. I don't want to use sea lanterns. They just don't, I don't like the tealish color on them that much, so I'm gonna go with these. And I know there's frog lights in the game, but I so don't want to go through the process of getting those. I honestly hate it when Minecraft does that sometimes, especially for a block that might be used as a mass building block. They make it extremely hard to get for some reason. Now, I can respect that when it comes to items that won't be used on a mass scale, like a certain item you use for crafting a very rare thing, but when it comes to just a building block, I find that rather annoying. Here's the 2 new ones I made out there. I just made some scribbles, like a little brewing stand setup, explaining some stuff. Maybe they're teaching it, and then basic heal, glistening melon, and some glow dust to upgrade it a bit. That's not gonna stay there. When I decorate this room, we'll just go from there. I think I'm gonna put a shelving system right here. Probably gonna do another whiteboard in here. I think I want this to be more of the surgery room where we perform on people. All right, we're back out at the map fields, I guess I'm gonna call them, to make something I think is gonna be unique. If you could tell by these colors what I'm gonna make here. I hope these will look good on the map. I kind of just guessed. Now, like I say, I've had a lot of comments last episode that was criticizing a lot of stuff I was writing on here. Just gotta remember, like I said, this was all like mainly scribbles. A lot of it won't make sense because I was literally picking stuff from just random equations. For example, yeah, this one. The Pythagorean theorem is mainly for triangles, but right-angled triangles. So perhaps there are right angles on here. Maybe I was pointing to the fact that there are 24 right angles on a 3D cube, huh? You never thought of that, huh? Right angles that could draw triangles, but formed a square. Yeah, I'm a math major, can't you tell? Other things I saw was that I was stupid and I should have just brought a snow golem out here and dragged him around to create snow layers. Well, snow layers melt, so you can't do that. And one saying that should just went to snow bomb. Can't do that either. Remember, I thought of everything. I thought of a lot of different ways to do this before I just laid this out. Snow bombs, you have to flatten it out, and if you don't, it'll have shadows from the hills. And if you flatten it out, you'll just get to stone, and I would have to do the same thing. And my closest snow biome is probably thousands of blocks away. I don't want to travel thousands of blocks every time just to create a new map. So this was the best option. Now what I'm going to attempt to do here, how does this look on, ooh, okay, yeah, oh, that is the perfect color. I'm going to make sticky notes, like hanging off of the board, and I'm using cobblestone to create a shadow effect. So we'll see how this goes. While I'm doing this, I'll answer today's comment question, which is from Jacob Daly 553. When do you think Minecraft will end? Huh, it's a bit of a brim topic. Should I just make this? Yeah, I'm just gonna make this one look like it's folded out a bit. I'm gonna make it a little crooked though. So up here, for example, when you want to do this, by the way, it's really simple. You just have to go down in numbers. For example, this curve right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sand blocks here, 4 sand blocks, 3 sand blocks. I did another 3 just because, then 2, 2, and then 1, 1, 1, 1. You just go down 1 block every time to create that nice curve effect. And once you start doing it a lot, like I've done a lot in this world, creating circles and all that, it just comes second nature really at that point. Look on the map, it's like some of them are light and some of them are dark. Why is it doing that? Yeah, at the top, why on earth is it doing that? Maps are so strange, I tell you what. But when will Minecraft end? I'm guessing you're asking this just for my guess. I don't know, I think this game is going to survive quite a few more years. I don't think Microsoft is going to give up on it anytime soon because it's still like the #1 game. It's just they have to be really good at, I mean, Microsoft doesn't really control the updates, the dev teams do. So the dev teams just have to try their best not to kill this game somehow. But you can kind of tell that they're starting to manage the updates a little bit more now, in the sense that they're not releasing them so frequently. At least I don't think so. They're just doing like one major update, like I think it's like every 2 years now, correct? But they make sure to release snapshots and pre-releases so we can at least play with them as they're developing them. But I think Minecraft will never end. This is just going to be a game that's always going to be out there that everyone returns to because it's the game that you can be most creative in. I think it will at some point lose its popularity when clones of this game start coming out. Hytale, for example, if they ever freaking come out. I hate that game now. It hasn't even come out because they announced it way too early. I know though, they're rebuilding the engine and like they basically had to restart from scratch after they got so far into it because I need more sand. They saw how big the hype was and they wanted to do it correctly, which I respect that, but dang, I hate super early announced video games. Speaking of, like Starfield, for example, the game I think I'm actually more excited for this than I was The Witcher 3. I think this might be the most hyped I've ever been for a video game. Now, it was delayed because it was supposed to release in September of 2022, but at that time, we didn't really get a whole lot of gameplay, so I wasn't as hyped. I was just gonna wait until to see what the game was all about. But when they just released that 45-minute gameplay not too long ago now, a month ago, they showed the release date and it was only 2 months away from that gameplay debut, which was just beautiful. I love it when people do that. It's just like they get you super hyped for a game and then they say, oh, all you have to do is wait 2 months and it's yours. But yeah, I think Minecraft's gonna be around for a little while. And now we find out if cobblestone is just too dark. Yup, I knew it. I kind of forgot it's darker than stone. I just didn't want to use stone because stone is so precious. I guess I don't have to go far. There's coal covered in these mountains here. I guess I can smelt some cobble. Man, these old mountain biomes sure are covered in coal. Holy crap. I'm so glad I still have these old biomes. I mean, look at that. That used to be an epic mountain back in the day. That's crazy to think about. The more I look at it, it even looks fine without adding the shadow because I guess it's okay having those lighter pixels at the top you can see, and then the darker ones at the bottom. Is this too dark? This is dark too. Wait a minute. I just waste all that time. Dang it. I thought maybe it's just because the contrast between the white barrier. I thought this was just gonna be, I don't know. Actually, that's not too bad. I kinda like that. Is that too much? Kind of. Looks a little off. Maybe I need more. Also totally depends on the lighting of the situation. Bob, you're always right on top of me. I don't love you that much. Okay. This is actually looking pretty cool. I got the shadow just how I like it. I think on here, I'm just gonna do something simple like a time. Maybe like reminding what time to do something. We got 10. There we go. It's hard to fit in a lot of detail on such a small space, so I just put, maybe it's like a quick reminder, 10 p.m. BC, not before Christ, but stands for Beanco. Maybe I'm supposed to go there at 10 p.m. or something, you know? Now, I'm not just gonna leave, well, I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna leave all the rest of this blank. I should probably put some up here. Maybe like another sticky note, but I'd rather maybe like scribble something up here. But I'm going to do the rest in between episodes. I just wanted to do a little sticky note with you guys. How's that look? Oh my gosh. That looks so real. Yeah, I like that. I might mess around with the lettering on it. Yeah, I don't know. What else do you think could go on a whiteboard? I've had a lot of people tell me I should make a chalkboard too, but I mean, we're going a little too far here. And a lot of people said graffiti as well. The thing about graffiti is it goes on the outside of building. Graffiti is not meant to be walked up this close to and looked at like this. But these boards and monitors are. So it doesn't make sense to go into insane detail with graffiti, in my opinion, because graffiti is supposed to be huge pieces. That means I would have to make a 3x5 map wall of just the most insane art, and that just seems not practical to me. And chalkboards, it doesn't really fit the style I'm going for, and plus, I don't want to make too many maps in my world, you know? This is already mapped like 500 or 600. What a beautiful view of the homestead. Just this part of my world is so much more pretty than my gray-themed city. It's just so weird to be in such a green environment after being over there for so long. Yep, you guessed it. I'm here to thank my donors, as has become quite the ritual at the end of each episode. So I want to thank Tan Man Wadelli. I don't know why I just said that. Tanner Waddell with a very thoughtful donation. Thank you so much, Tanner, for supporting the channel. I appreciate it so much. And Jason, Louie, what the? Just throwing out a Benjamin just like that. Jason, holy crap, and you left a very kind message as well. What would I do without you guys? I have no idea. Probably not even be doing YouTube anymore, to be honest, to think about it. There was at one point where I was at such a low point in my YouTube career, and then I started this, and you guys have just been massively supporting my channel. It's just amazing. Thank you, Jason. You made it on the wall and the Citizen's book. Maybe you'll be a doctor. Who knows? Oh, I forgot to put someone in the hospital or someone just somewhere today. Well, nice going, Dallas. And Ben Sr. Oh, wait. I meant Ben Anziano 72. He requested his name to be like that. Thank you, Ben, for that kind donation as well. You guys are mad. I love it. It's amazing. What should we do now, everyone? We still got 30 minutes to go. Yeah, that's right. I'm uploading an hour episode today. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Now you're just really sad. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe, you know what? I was thinking, oh man, I have 4 episodes to go to World Tour. Oh my gosh. Why did that sneak up so fast? Well, now that we don't have, you know, our 10-year anniversary coming up because I mistaken, it's actually 9 years on July 10th. But I'm trying to think of what I should do different for this world tour because I want it to be longer. I was thinking about dividing my world into like different sections and having like maybe 3 different videos, but I don't know. Because I don't think my editing software can handle me uploading like an hour-and-a-half video because I want it to be around that range. I just want to go into super deep detail just running throughout my world. Now that we have all this new city to cover too, I gotta make some decisions. Until then, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.